819, a drama about two families, one Jewish, one Catholic. A show, A Crack in the Wall, explores the terrors that existed prior to the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising of April in German-occupied Poland in 1943. Pretty serious topic, but it all unfolds on stage here in the Albuquerque metro area. Joining us with the details on the show and when it'll be on stage at the Adobe Theater are Ron Brunitsky and Yannick Morton. Good to have you both this morning. Thanks for being here. Both are actors in this play, right?
Correct.
Yep. First of all, let's talk about the topic. As I mentioned, it's a pretty serious one. How so?
Well, it deals with the actual historical events that happened during the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising, and just the deplorable conditions that existed at that time. The Jewish community was walled up, virtually starved to death, and at one point it reaches that point where they've had enough and the resistance is going to happen, and so they smuggle guns to fight the Nazis.
It's like you're going to get a lot of history in this. What's the plot?
Well, it's basically between two families, the KRQE family, which is the Jewish family, and the Pazlowski family, the Catholic family. And they've been having guns smuggled in, but they've been cut off from their suppliers. So Moshe, the leader of the resistance, sends his young son, Ari, to find out what has gone wrong. By chance, he meets up with Stanislav, the Catholic boy. On the other side of the wall, they manage to form a friendship through a small crack, and through that friendship, it eventually bonds the two families together.
Wow.
Two families that are in the beginning very untrusting of one another, but it bonds them together to fight the common foe.
Is there significance to the wall, Ron?
Well, there really is. It's a physical barrier, but it's also probably a cultural barrier between the Jewish population, and on the other side is the Polish Catholic population, or the non-Jews. And I think it reflects on man's inhumanity towards man, where these barriers are put up and they're so difficult to break down. And I think not only is the wall a cultural barrier, a physical barrier, but also a spiritual barrier. And it's amazing how these two kids, who are the leads in the play, can form a friendship with such a barrier and never really seeing each other or coming into any kind of physical contact, yet their bond becomes so strong in spite of such a barrier. And we still have these barriers today that are physically imposed upon people, yet they can still survive and live through it. So it is a really powerful symbol of the barriers that we put up against each other to create emotional and degrading existence that is really tough to come over. And we're seeing that even now as we watch some of the immigrants from Syria.
So it sounds like that's one of the reasons why people should see it, is kind of gain the significance. Quickly tell me, how there's still tickets available. When is this taking place, and how do people get information?
Well, we open on Friday, and we run for 4 weeks.
Okay.
Tickets could be obtained at the Adobe website. I assume at the box office as well.
Yeah, at the box office, and it's on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and there's one performance on a Thursday. You'd have to check the website, but the tickets are easily available, affordable for everybody, and I think this is a show that's probably appropriate for people 13 years or older.
Good to know. And we'll link to it through KRQE.com so people can get more information. Thank you both for being here this morning.
You're welcome.
Best of
Thank
luck
you for having us.
We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.